Hello everyone, I am Saijit and welcome back to my channel SciTech. In today's we'll try to compare the haptic feedback comparison between all of these four smartphones which I got right now. As you can see friends, the reason I am doing this kind of haptic feedback comparison because a lot of users they did ask me this kind of question. One thing, so when you're trying to use the haptic feedbacks, which phone has got the better haptic feedbacks from the bottom and from the top? So I mean, few phones they do have the haptic feedback only in the bottom area, so you don't get any kind of haptic feedbacks on the top. So the reason why it's necessary to have in the top side, because when you're trying to play the games you should have this kind of 4D effects when you're trying to play the games. So that is what I will be focusing in this entire video. So I'll try to use a couple of applications and demonstrate you what is going on with the haptic feedback, which phone has got how much stronger haptic feedback. That is what I'm going to compare, which phone has a 2-dimensional and 4D vibration haptic feedback. That is the main thing which I'll be focusing on in this entire video. And the reason I included these phones is because right now most of my subscribers are from these phones only, and they do ask this kind of questions plenty of times. Can you please compare with the OnePlus 9, or can you please compare with the MI Linux device? So chalo, I thought of including all phones in one video, so it will be really helpful for a lot of other users. So let's get started friends with the first thing. So make sure to hit the subscribe button friend. Also stay tuned for following regularly, and don't forget to check the playlist for each and every smartphone which I have created. So mainly this epic comparison, so just follow the one playlist, don't need to follow any playlist, just follow this epic comparison. This will be including each and every different concept comparing between all these four smartphones: touch sampling rate, 3D benchmark, time taken to charge, battery draining, camera comparison. There's so much of information, so make sure to follow regularly friends. So first let's get started with the 4D vibration. So first main thing, customization. I mean, which phone has got the better kind of customization in terms of the 4D vibrations and haptic feedbacks. So let's go to the settings in all the phones, and I'll try to show you which phone has got better kind of haptic feedback options. So first in the IQ7 device, let's go and check here. So in this phone there is no option to customize the intensity. There is no option to decrease and increase the intensity. That's a one drawback in this IQ7 device, because haptic feedbacks in this phone is pretty much very strong, very powerful. It makes some people irritate. Yes, some people they don't like this kind of high intensity haptic feedback in this phone. That is the reason why I thought of having this kind of option. There's no intensity increasing and decreasing. And the Realme X1 Max has got really good customization, which has got pretty good haptic feedbacks increase and decrease. As you can see, you can increase and decrease the haptic feedback vibration on touch. That's fantastic, you can do that. And next is the MI Linux device. MI Linux device as well, with the recent software update, you'll be able to get this kind of option to increase and decrease the haptic feedbacks. Haptic level they should be present in this sound and touch as well. Haptic feedback increase and decrease, that's another good thing. In the OnePlus 9R, device friends, even this phone doesn't have any kind of intensity to increase and decrease. I'm mainly talking about overall, not while using the keyboard. While using keyboard there's another options where you can increase and decrease, but overall experience you cannot do that. So at this moment only two phones are providing that kind of option, Mi 11X and the Realme X1 Max. So first test is to use the keyboard, and just let's see which phone will be able to have the better kind of haptic feedback while typing. That is the first test which I am going to connect right now while typing. So in terms of the typing, whenever I try to type, I'll try to hold the phone from the top side, and I'll be typing on the bottom, just to check whether I'll be able to get any kind of haptic feedbacks or not. In this phone I was able to get the haptic feedbacks. Yes, in the IQ7 device I was able to feel the haptic feedbacks coming from the upside as well. In the Realme X1 Max, yes, I was able to feel the haptic feedbacks even in the bottom. Both sides I was able to feel the haptic feedbacks, top and the bottom. And the Mi Linux device, let's see what will happen in the Mi Linux device. Yes, even in the Mi Linux device also I was able to get the same kind of feel. But one thing is that the Realme X1 Max and the Mi Linux device, whenever you get, so one important note is that the Realme X1 Max and the Mi Linux device, they both have the top side haptic feedback, but it's a little bit kind of not that strong when compared with the bottom. That's the one thing which I thought of mentioning. In the OnePlus 9R device, you cannot get that much kind of strong vibrations, but you can little bit kind of feel it, but not much. You can feel it, but in the bottom one, which has got really strong vibration, that is what, yes. So all friends, in terms of the stronger vibrations on both sides, the IQ7 is a clear winner, which has got really strong vibrations. Now let's see. So by using this mic on the phone, I am going to type on the keyboard, so you will be able to feel the vibrations, which phone has got what kind of vibrations. So now let's move to another phone, which is the Realme X1 Max. So let's move to the next phone, which is MI Linux device. Let's see what will happen with the MI Linux smartphone. So let's move to the next phone, which is the OnePlus 9R device. As you can see, friends. So now I am trying to use the alarm clock application just to show you how is the vibration will be there when you are trying to select the alarm clock. So let's move to the next phone, which is the MI Linux device. So let's move to the next phone, which is the Realme X1 Max. In the Realme X1 Max, you won't be able to hear any kind of vibrations because the clock application doesn't support any vibration. That's another drawback which I thought of showing, but it's not possible in the Realme X1 Max particularly. Let's see about the IQ7 device. What is the IQ7's vibrations? Oh my god, it's too much. The vibrations are too much in this IQ7 device. As you can see, friends, you will be able to actually feel the vibrations in the IQ7 smartphone. It's a lot of vibrations in the IQ7 mobile particularly. So now the next thing is while gaming. So while gaming, which phone has got better kind of haptic feedbacks? First phone is to have the 4D vibration, which is very good implementation is the IQ7 device. Yes, friends, IQ7 has got the really good 4D vibrations. So the reason I am saying why, because you'll understand. So right now the 4D vibrations, you can see the list what are the games are actually supported. That's another one good advantage where you can actually see it properly. And another thing is that you can actually configure it. So you can get the 4D vibrations from the left side and from the right side. So that's another good thing. And next is the next phone to have the 4D vibrations is the Realme X1 Max. Yes, Realme X1 Max has got the 4D vibrations, but you may not be able to use it properly. Let me show you exactly. As you can see, friends, 4D vibrations you will be able to use only in the while playing PUBG game, not in any other game, only in the PUBG game. And you do get really good haptic feedback. It's a kind of 4D haptic feedback. Yes, it's a kind of 4D haptic feedback. And you can actually try it. You can click on the left side and this is the right side gun. As you can see, right side fire. You can see the difference. So but in my testing in the PUBG game, I was unable to play the haptic feedbacks in this phone. That's another disadvantage. If this implementation is really good, that would be perfect. Next phone is a OnePlus 9R, which also got this kind of option, which is the haptic feedback enhancement. As you can see, friends, so this is present in the game space in this OnePlus 9R device, where you can actually get the haptic feedbacks while gaming the Asphalt 9 and playing even PUBG game, but not in the BGMI game. So these are the few comparisons between all the four smartphones. So when the final conclusion is that the MI Linux doesn't have any haptic feedbacks while gaming. That's completely gone out of the race. So for the gaming, which is best? So IQ7 is the best, because right now you do get both sides. In the OnePlus 9R, you can only get the top in the bottom side, in the bottom side haptic feedbacks, not in the top side. In the top side, you don't get any haptic feedbacks, but only in the bottom side. That feels some kind of hard, but if you get used to this kind of IQ7's app vibrations, then definitely you will like it. So this is the overall haptic feedback and vibration intensity comparison between all these four smartphone friends. And in case if you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe and help me to reach that 1 lakh subscribers very soon. So we are very close to that kind of 1 lakh subscribers. So make sure to hit that subscribe and share my videos with your friends as well, in case if possible. That would be really great, grateful for you. And thank you for watching this video, friends, and see you in the next video. I'll try to come back with another interesting comparison with all the four smartphones, mainly green tint issue and a lot of other problems. So stay tuned for those problems and see you in the next video, friends. Until then, bye.